How do I turn nothing into something? We've got the product now. We've completed the first task in terms of, hey, I've laid out the vision and the mission. Let's break it down for you. Let's get it.
Hey, Coach Bailey here. I dropped out of school at 16 and overcame anxiety and depression and transformed my life through health and fitness. I've been an entrepreneur for 18 years and just took my company to 7 figures, and I feel like I'm just getting started. I want to take you on this journey of success and failures and challenges to help show you that it's possible for you. I've been fortunate to be mentored by some of the world's best, and I want to help you find the best version of yourself, so let's do this as we chase freedom together.
We casted the vision, we casted the mission, said, hey, here's the overall things in a simple format of the things and the pillars that I'd like to go after. I set myself a very small window to get that website done, all right? So I got the website done. I've completed one element of the e-commerce, which is the Shopify store, all right? So the Shopify store is done. You can check it out, chasingfreedom.com.au, built by myself from a shared template that I purchased, which had all the the layout done. If you don't know HTML coding, if you don't know a little bit about the platforms, you're probably going to outsource that as well. But I've been doing it for quite a while, so I'm pretty familiar with it. And I like to just go through it. But I did outsource the photos. I did outsource in terms of the actual product. I came up with the overall design layout, and I had somebody smarter than me put it together, all right? So you don't always have to be the smartest person in the team. You just need to know where to find them and how to get it to put your ideas and bring them to market. I can put Shopify onto the board now. So I'm going to take this bad boy. We're going to put it on. Remember, this is our big vision. This is our goals in terms of how we do it. So we've got the Shopify store. So essentially, I'll just swap them around. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Shopify into here because essentially we needed photos. So I'll just bang that guy over there. So I've got Shopify, I've got e-commerce. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to create the Shopify store myself. I'm familiar with that. But I needed to get that to market. I needed to cross that off because now I have to learn this Amazon beast. And the whole reason why I'm doing that is because you never want to rely on one source. One, I like the Shopify platform because for the main thing, you're in control. You're essentially utilizing a piece of software and a shop front, and then essentially you're end-to-end. You're taking care of the logistics, you're taking care of the sales, you're taking care of everything, the customers and all that kind of stuff. Whereas on the Amazon side, in terms of that platform, what we're looking at is they have the control, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So the reason why we have the two platforms, as I mentioned, is Shopify is going to allow me to create, a little bit more of a different service to Amazon in terms of that platform. It's a different beast. But the Shopify allows me to have 100% control in terms of what I do, in terms of I'm able to choose in terms of the payment providers, the way that I want to conduct the business, in terms of the way that I want to interact, what I can put onto the product. All right, so we're still talking about Shopify here. So essentially, basically, I've been trying to send this bad boy to Nathan. Didn't go to plan. So I've got to find another particular supplier. We're going to test it maybe again. Maybe I'll just go back to Australia Post or one of the other couriers. But this one was pretty cool in terms of, it's called Sendle, and it was going to allow me to plug straight into my Shopify store, but they haven't collected for 2 days. And they said they would come and collect it. So job well done. And that's not something you want. If you're going to promise fast shipping, you need to make sure that it gets collected. There's many different options that you can use, but whichever one that you use, test them all, find out the best price point, see how quickly they connect, how long it takes to pick it up, and does it work with your overall situation in terms of packaging, ease of use, and the one that you like and the one that's most reliable. Because if the customer ain't getting the product, then it's only going to affect your business even more. All right, so let's get this bad boy on here, all right? So we need to know what Amazon's going to look like. We've got to build out a whole, just like the Shopify store, I need to then essentially understand the same thing. I need to build out the brand in terms of I need to build out all the keywords. I need to build the whole kind of listing itself, just like a Gumtree or maybe like a Craigslist or any one of those platforms, eBay. But it needs to be different, and that's what we're going to be building over the next 1 or 2 weeks. Now, I could completely go into Amazon and have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but all the pre-work, which you have not seen, which you can do, is I've spent the last 1.5 years learning from the best goddamn person on the planet that's put him and his students up to at least $500 million in sales or just below that in terms of creating brands and creating products. So again, You need to find somebody that has done it. You need to find someone that can guide you through it and is going to give you or enhance your ability and your skills and your gifts and the talent that you already have. And we're going to take time out of the equation. And that's what I've done. The moment that I get involved with Amazon and the moment that I put a product on there, I understand that that is an avenue. Right? It's not the be all and end all. It's just a system, and I'm able to utilize that system to help build a brand out into the US and then wherever else that we're taking this bad boy. So just be really cautious about that. Whether it's an e-commerce product or whether you're getting into business or whether you're getting into another part of a system, you need to understand in terms of what can you do, what can't you do, and then essentially, if that was to essentially stop or cease, what would you do then? And so that's why I like to have the two platforms, because what it does, it gives me choice and it gives me the ability so I can keep operating as a business. One of the key messages that my mentor said was, hey, go to work to make a living, go to work on yourself to make a fortune. And so while we're still here, again, entrepreneur, business, it doesn't matter whether you're working from home, you're a mom, you're a uni student, you have an opportunity to move into something. While you're making a living, you can still work on your dreams and you can still make a fortune. All right, attention-wise. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a podcast, right? I've never created a podcast before in terms of for myself. That's a lie. I have done podcasts before, but I've never really pushed it or really gone all in on the podcast. So creating the podcast, Chasing Freedom, is brand new. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for attention, which is just eyes and ears, new audiences, people that I can connect to, people that like the message. And hey, maybe as a result, remember, what are we doing first? If you can help people get what they want, you can have everything that you want. All right, let's get it. So attention, let's go. It goes up onto the board here of what we're doing. So essentially attention here, I need to put attention between kind of the platform where I've got the journals. So attention. So the platform, which is the launch, which is the podcast, all right? So I've got the journals here. We've already done the e-commerce. We've branched into the Shopify. I've got the professional photos done. Didn't take very long. I'm going to need to learn the Amazon platform as I'm building this dude, right? I'm building this dude out here. I'm going to be learning and building this dude out here. Does that make sense? So my main focus now is going to be moving through into the podcast and how I'm going to be building that out, which is essentially getting ideas and talking to people from all walks of life that can help you and can share ideas, and maybe we inspire and maybe we help you to move. And if I can help you do that, maybe as a result, you go, hey, you know what? I want what they have. I want to know what they're doing. This is what I'm doing. 90 days every time I'm doing a sprint. And what I'm trying to do is just cram activity. I'm focusing on my goals and identity. Everything I do every day is based on this. So if I can teach you that, and if I can get you to win, maybe as a result, you'd love to be a part of what we're doing. And maybe as a result of that, you'd like to use one of these. Essentially, I've already recorded 2 episodes. All right? I've already recorded 2 episodes. I did one last week. I'm going to cram as many as I can in the next 90 days, and we're going to space them out. I'm going to start it from 0. I need to create the podcast. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take that content, I'm going to create little snippets in an audio file, image file. I'm going to share that through social media. At the same time, it'll be pushed through iTunes, Stitcher, Beanpod, hopefully every goddamn Spotify, every platform that we can to create attention, get ourselves into the marketplace so we can be known. We'll create certain graphics for all of our guests and we'll share that to them so maybe they feel like they want to share it to their audience, and then we can share ideas with them. And then we're going to create little snippets, right, for each separate platform of social media. Man, sometimes you'll be doing these things and you'll be hitting a flow. You got a perfect kind of mission, you got a perfect vision, and it's not always going to be like that. Some days you'll be pacing, you'll be walking around, and you know, I've been trying to deliver the content differently. It's a new thing for me in terms of how I change angles. I'm getting involved right in there for you, but hey, at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect. You just got to keep doing it and just keep that consistency and discipline going. So new content's coming out. I'm looking forward to it. ChasingFreedom.com.au is alive and ready. If for those of you that are into sharing ideas, or you want to write your goals down every day, or you're looking for another way to do it, this bad boy is good to go. So check it out. If I can help in any way, DM me, comment me, let me know, and I'll put it in the next one. But in the meantime, go get it, because the last thing you want is procrastination. Remember, it's only going to bear fruit from the tree of mediocrity. I'll see you in the next one.